Hello everyone, it's Andy Glenn here from Solway TV, and it's just been announced. Our first goalie is going to be announced. It's Harry Campbell. Harry, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, Andy. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I'm really excited to see you sign for the big team.
Yeah, it's good to be signed for the big team. It was always the goal coming down to Solway, so I'm glad it's finally happened.
You were kind of announced last year on a two-way, which meant you kind of trained with the team, but I can't recall you getting any minutes. Am I wrong? Or
No, no. Yeah, so I was on the two-way, just kind of being able to train full time with the team, but I never actually managed to get any minutes. It's hard to put a kind of young goalie into a game when you're kind of in a playoff battle. There's not really many opportunities to do that. So with this new rule, hopefully I'll be able to get some minutes this year.
Well, most fans of Solway will be aware of you because you did play for the SNL team last
Yeah.
season, and I think it's fair to say you won a few man of the matches, didn't you? You and Gordon Horn kind of just won pretty much most weeks, didn't you?
Yeah, one or two. It was always last year. It was always going to be hard for the SNL team. I mean, you're getting into the league where the teams at the top are there's a big gap between the three teams at the bottom and the three teams at the top, and then you've got that kind of middle ground. So we knew it was going to be tough. But I thought, in fairness to them, for our first season, and we had a few experienced players, but a lot of that team was really inexperienced. So I thought we done. I thought we actually done pretty well, to be fair.
I think you done very well as well. I think you done very well personally because you faced a lot of rubber, didn't you?
Yeah, I think I'm not sure what the exact number was, but it felt like it was an average of like 45 to 50 shots a game. So it was definitely a tiring season, that's for sure.
Absolutely. I was going to say that. It looked, looking at the stats, that it was like 50 shots on target a game, and you weren't losing many goals. Maybe when you did lose some goals, it was near the end and you were, well, the technical term is knackered.
Yeah, that tends to happen when you're faced kind of 40 shots through two periods, but um, that is what it is. I mean, you know what you're going into before you sign me any team. I mean, I knew it was going to be a kind of a similar season to what I've had previously in terms of how many shots I'd be facing. So I was happy with it. There's nothing bad.
But it was a good experience for you because perhaps without that experience, Martin Grubb wouldn't have been knocking on your door this season and asking you to sign with Solway.
Well, that's it. I mean, for any young goalie, that's no one really. Well, I don't think anyone really wants to be in a team where you're facing 10 shots a night, 20 shots a night. It's not really going to improve you. The best thing is to get as many shots as possible. And I've luckily been able to get that last season, and most seasons I've been in the SNL. So
What
I
was your
think
favourite game? What was your favourite game last season?
I think you know what game I'm going to say, but it was definitely the Whitley game at home, the first home game of the season. That was It's probably up there with the best game of hockey I've ever been in. So
It was.
yeah,
It was. It was. Sorry to interrupt you there.
no, that's all right.
It was a. It was an eventful game. There was a lot in that game. We defended stoutly throughout that game and managed to win 2-1, as I remember.
Yeah. Do you know the full of last season? I mean, we had the very first game we played Whitley in Whitley. I think we lost like 7-0 or something like that. But every other game after that, they really struggled against us. I mean, we went down to Whitley with like 12 scales, and Bob Chalmers actually had to put his kit on and play. And they only managed to beat us 3-1, and that was with an empty net goal. So we were a really tough opponent for them last year, which was good. And obviously, getting that win over them was even better.
Well, for those who maybe don't know you, you and your whole family have been in hockey for a while. Do you want to give us a little bit of a background, your kind of hockey history up till now?
Yeah, well, me and my brother first started. Yeah, I'm not sure what age my brother was, but I think I was about 5 or 6. It kind of all started from going to the clan games back when they were Braehead Clan. And from there we kind of just just fell in love with it and wanted to start playing as soon as possible. And we started at Kilmarnock for I think it was maybe a year or something, and then we moved to North Ayr and we were pretty much there for all our junior hockey. And then my brother played his first few seasons at SNL there. I played my first season at SNL there and part of my second season, and then made the move to the Thunder. I was there for 2 or 3 years, and then landed in Solway.
Landed in Solway, and now you move up a division beside the big boys. The jump is it's a big jump. That you're going to be surrounded by real quality players. You're going to love it, though, aren't you?
Yes, any goalie or player they just want to play against the best competition they can, and get to the highest level they possibly can. So I'm really, really happy and excited to be finally making the step up, and just going to work hard and see what happens.
Absolutely, 100%. It's an opportunity. Martin, in his interview with me, said that his aim was to sign an import goalie. I don't know if he has or he hasn't yet, but he's signed you. But I think the positive thing for that is you get to play with you get to train with all these guys as well. But the league rule indicates that a British goalkeeper has to play for a combined total of 600 minutes in the 54 games of the season. So you're going to be getting some, well, the equivalent of 10 games. It might not be 10 full games, but you're going to be playing a significant amount of hockey at this level. How does that grab you, that rule?
Well, it's honestly it's a great rule from my point of view. Obviously, being able to get that experience in the league is going to be vital for me to kind of improve and actually gain experience. So, and you never know what can happen for me or any other young British goalie if we go in and we do well and kind of prove ourselves. Then it might take out the need for any import goalie for a certain team as well. So that's always the goal when you go in there. You want to kind of prove yourself and do as well as you can, so that you might end up being that starting goalie and not the backup. So that's it.
100% agree with you. I was looking through some of the stats. Obviously, both our goalies from last year, Jordan Marr and Callum Hepburn, have retired from pro hockey now. And Jordan took most of the time last year with Callum playing a good bit. Any idea how many minutes Callum got last year?
Honestly, I actually couldn't tell you.
I can tell you. I've done my stats. I've done my work. This will surprise you. Callum got a few man of the match awards and all the rest of it. Did play well, but he played 566 minutes last season, and so you're going to be playing more than Hepburn played last season, and the fans are going to have to get right behind you, and they're going to be desperate to see what you can do.
Well, that's it. I mean, I think Hepburn will be raging. This rule didn't come in last year now, but last year it was really good being able to learn from both of them. I mean, they're both really experienced goalies, so being able to learn from them last year is hopefully going to only help me this year going into this season with those 600-minute rule.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, how would you describe yourself as a goalie? What are your strengths?
Um, I'd say I'm pretty quick. I'm pretty good down low, I'd say. And I'd like to think I kind of battle for every puck. I never really seem to give up on any puck or any shot. So I think I can look forward to seeing a hard working goalie who's going to try his best to prove himself.
And you've got some reflexes on you, haven't you?
Sometimes it depends on the situation. There, sometimes it's a bit far out my stretch, but trying my best.
Yeah, well, you're a quick goalie, and from what I've seen, that you're really exciting to watch, and you bring that energy. You're quite vocal at your defenders, telling them to get out of the way when they need to get out of the way, and block shots when they need to block shots, or did you just let them get on with it?
No, there's certain times where you need to be vocal. I mean, if they're standing in front of me and I can't see where the puck is, then they're definitely getting shouted at. But sometimes when it depends who the defending is. If Owen Ray's in front of you, then you don't really mind so much because there's a high chance he's going to block it anyway. But yeah, you need to be vocal so that they know whether they're in your kind of line of sight or not.
So you're quite happy at shouting at Olivier Arsenal and Liam Stenton, telling them to move their ass out the way when they're annoying you.
I'm going to need to, unfortunately. They're just going to need to put up with that if they're in front of me.
Hey,
And
they're pro hockey guys. They know exactly
yeah,
what the score is, and they'll be.
I'll accept them.
Yeah,
I'll
well,
accept getting shouted at if they see look behind me and the puck's in the net though. I'll be happy with a shout back. So
hey, these guys will help you. They've been around so much, and I think that's one of the joys that most Solway fans have is that they love to see youngsters like yourself and other players coming through. It feels really personal because it's from our part of the world. Do you kind of get that feeling when you come down to practice?
yeah, the thing is, especially for our league, it's a development league. So the fans, yeah, they want to see the kind of best hockey they possibly can, but at the same time, all these fans love seeing the young players coming through and developing and getting ice time. So can understand that. So yeah, it's good to see.
Absolutely. How do you think it's going to be coming out for the first time into the Ice Bowl with maybe 1,000 fans just desperate for hockey, and you might be the starting goalie?
Yeah, it'll be great. It's always hockey's always it's a lot easier when you've got a massive kind of set of fans behind you cheering you on. So I'm really looking forward to it. Actually, it's kind of just sick of sitting in the summer heat now. Or don't know if you can really call it summer heat here, but yeah, I just want to get back to the season now.
Well, it's only 7 weeks to the first pre-seasons. Um, nice games to start with. You know, we've got Edinburgh, we've got Blackburn, Sheffield. Got a nice long pre-season chance to get to meet everybody. Um, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I don't know how you guys are feeling about it all.
No, I'm definitely looking forward to it. The games against Blackburn and Edinburgh. They're not going to be any like easy game by any
No.
stretch of the imagination. They're two very, very good teams. You've seen it last year in the pre-season game against Blackburn. It was a very tight game, so the fans can expect a very close matchups in all three pre-season fixtures.
Well, out of all the games, let's just look at the away games that you may be traveling down to. Is there any games that you're like, oh, I really want to start in this game?
It's a good question. I mean, you're obviously going to say Milton Keynes. I mean, I've never played there, but all you ever hear is how great a place it is to play in there. So I'd probably say Milton Keynes. Yeah,
It's a wonderful, wonderful ice rink. There are going to be 2,500 there. It's as big as It's as big as Edinburgh, you know, the playing surface. And they've got all the top-notch camera gear and all the rest of it down there. And yeah, it's an atmospheric rink. And they've signed a few players, haven't they?
yeah, not bad.
Yeah, I know.
They've signed pretty much all the best players you can think of. To be fair, they've got them and Sheffield. To be fair, they've both got very, very
Haven't
strong teams. So they're definitely the teams to beat, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think both those teams have signed in depth. They're certainly Milton Keynes are going to have well, three lines that could probably be the top line in any other team. There's
Yeah,
some good players down there, but at the end of the day, it's just another team to play against, and we've nothing to be frightened of. We're going in there. We're when you look at the matchup, Milton Keynes are expected to win every single game. They
yeah.
won't though. You know, somebody's going to beat
Never.
them.
Yeah, there's always a favourite to the start to every single season, but the thing I've noticed in this league, watching it last year and years previous, like any team on any night can beat anyone. So I don't think there's no fear factor at all when you're going into any building playing anyone. It's there for the taking every night. So you just need to go in and show what you can do. That's it.
Well, absolutely. And we can't wait to see what you can do. I have no doubt that I'll be speaking to you as man of the match after at least one game this season. That's my goal for you this season, that to get a man of the match so that we can have a post-match chat. But you'll have watched the interviews that I do before. The last word is going to go to you. You can have a shout out to your family, your friends, the league, whoever you want. Last word to you, Harry.
Yes, the Sharks fans, I'm really excited to come back and play in front of you. I want to say thank you as well for being so patient through the summer. It's been pretty uncertain times, so all credit to you, and I'm looking forward to playing in front of you. I can't wait.
Well, thanks, Harry, for your time today, and thanks to all the Solway fans who have watched us tonight. This is Andy Glenn and Harry saying cheerio.
Thank you.